Hi everyone, I would like to welcome you aboard to see what we cook up with delights from the local fishmonger. Then we enjoy scenic views as we take a walk around the headlands. Finally, we set sail and anchor up next to a Scottish castle. It's a truly stunning spot. We were planning to head out this morning, but when we got up and looked out, you can just about make out the harbour wall over there on the right. It's extremely foggy, so we decided we wouldn't bother. So we're going to stay in port for a few more days. We actually quite like Eyemouth, so no hardship. So this morning we are at Dr. Colin Fish. This is a fishmonger. It is actually situated, although you can't see a thing this morning because of the fog, on the harbour. So we're right on the harbour front, and inside is an amazing fishmonger. So excited to show you our finds. We decided we were going to make a paella. So we have lots of lovely ingredients to go with it. So this one is some very delicious looking langoustine. Look at those. Heavenly. The food in there looked so good. Look at that. So we've got 4 of those. What else is in our goodie bag? This one I can see already. This one, I really love scallops. So we decided we're going to buy just a few scallops. So they are lovely big ones. Look at those. The trick with scallops is not to overcook them. Very short, sharp cooking. The next item. See what's in this one. Here we go. Out it comes. Crab claws. There we go. Delicious cooked crab claws. We need to dig into those and get the meat out. And then finally, the last thing for our paella today that we bought from the fishmonger is, it has to be the one and only mussels. We've got ourselves a little handful of nice, fresh Scottish mussels.
Excellent. Can't wait. How are you going to cook them?
I'm going to make a paella. You have to wait and see.
What's going in the paella?
All of this.
I know. What else though, lovely? You know.
I'm going to do that separately.
Okay.
So we're going to start our preparation by trying to get some meat out of the crab claws. We're very lucky to have some lovely tools. It says down on the cove on here. This was a present, a gift from our eldest daughter to Alan, because she knows how much she loves seafood. But we've got all little tools in here for getting out the meat. This one we really like. So we're just going to have a go at breaking open the joints first of all, if we can. Oh, it's a toughie, babe. Doesn't want to go today. And then inside we can get out the crab meat. So it comes out. We're going to fill the bowl with it. We're going to do all of them, and then we can just add this right at the end to the cooked paella, just to let it warm through. It will taste absolutely delicious. Okay, now we're ready for cooking. We use garlic oil, so I'm just going to give it a bit of a shake. Put it in the pan. We've got all our ingredients all ready down here. We're going to start this off. We've got a little electric cooker we use sometimes when we're in port, so that's going on. All the beeping. We're going to put in the sausage. Oh yes, we have to fry that off till it goes a nice sort of, starts giving up his oil and looks a nice sort of crispy golden colour. And then when that's done, I'm going to add in some of the peppers and the vegetables over here. We'll stir that in, put some rice in, and then we'll let that cook for about 20 minutes. Okay, so the sausage has given up his oil and just starting to go a nice sort of brown colour. So now I'm going to add all of this. Oh yeah. Okay, we fried that up for a few minutes. I'm going to add some rice. That's probably enough of that. Just stir it in and get it all coated in this lovely orange chorizo sausage oil. Oh yeah. Delicious. And then I'll add some stock. We're going to leave it to simmer for, oh wow, probably 15 minutes before we add all this. Delicious. Okay, so this has been simmering in its stock for about 15 minutes or so. I'm going to add a little bit of wine now because that's for the flavour. And then we're going to add the scallops and our langoustine. They don't take a lot of cooking, just a few minutes. And also the mussels. Steam them open. Nearly ready now. Give that a bit of a stir in. Oh, it smells absolutely delicious. Can't wait, I'm starving now. There we go. We're going to simmer that for a few more minutes. Okay, so you can tell it's cooked when these are open. Our mussels have changed texture, so not our mussels, our scallops have changed texture, so they're good. And now I'm going to add the crab meat just to warm it through. In it goes. Oh, stir it through, and we're ready to serve.
Oh, how exciting! I'm so hungry. Get it in the bowls.
Ooh. And it's ready. Here we go. We're going to tuck into that. Oh, it's a bit hot, just going for the thing underneath. There we go.
Excellent. Oh, look at that.
Time for dinner.
Fantastic. Well, here we go. It's inedible, sweetheart. I don't think you should touch yours.
I think I will be. We just love local seafood, don't we?
That's absolutely fantastic.
They bring it in off the boats, you buy it, cook it, and it's fantastic.
And in true Rickstein tradition, I thought we'd show the empty container. Tish pointed out that was probably enough for 4, but you know, I'm quite big, so it's 3, 2.5 at the most. And it was absolutely blinking delicious.
Oh, it was phenomenal. I am so full. Oh, my belly hurts. Don't know if you can see Seagull over there, but she's on the other side. That's our mast. Found a really nice little cafe, lovely tables, little trees, and we're just sat inside, just doing a few jobs. It's got rather a lovely array of cakes and homemade gelato ice creams. There we go. This is where we are. I have to say, this is the first time we've been in this cafe. I know that's a bit of a shock, but my coffee came out and it's come with bits of fudge. I think my daughters would be very impressed with this idea, and actually so am I. So we got up to the top of the headland. We're at the location of Eyemouth Fort. Big fort from 1547 up until about 1559, so it wasn't here long. All that's left of it now are the earthworks. So we might have a little wander around.
We're taking full advantage of the excellent fishmongers. So this is a smoked haddock. That's right, isn't it? Smoked haddock.
It is, yeah.
Rather than a smoked herring, which is a kipper. The Arbroath smoky is also a smoked haddock. So the Eyemouth smoky can't be called an Eyemouth smoky. It has to be called an Eyemouth. What was it called?
It is called an Eyemouth.
Oh, it is called an Eyemouth smoky.
That's what it is called.
Okay. It's smoked locally. They have their own. They have their own smokery in the harbour, and it looks so good. So Tish is just going to do a little bit of filleting, and that's going to be our tea tonight. We're taking, as I say, taking full advantage of being by an excellent fishmongers.
Okay, so we've got with our smoked haddock, where are we? Eyemouth smoky. It's got a lovely flavour to it. We just tasted it. Delicately smoky, not overpowering. And I've done it with a white wine and leek sauce. And it just tastes so good. Really, really pleased with it. Not overpowering at all. Really delicate.
So today's plan is to head for Dunbar. We're not going to have to. We're going to go to Dunbar. We're leaving from here, which is Eyemouth. We've got to go at about half tide because we want to make sure there's enough water under the keel. And then we're going to head up the coast. It's not very far. It's about 16, 18 miles to Dunbar. Dunbar is a lovely harbour, but we can't get in. It's a bit too shallow for us. So we're going to anchor somewhere out here. We'll either come in on this leading line to get through these two rocks, or we'll come in on this one and get through those two rocks. And spend the night on an anchorage which has apparently got a nice sandy bottom, so good hold.
What are we doing tomorrow?
And then we're heading to Arbroath tomorrow, which is, we need to get there about high water, or at least on a rising tide, because it dries outside. So it's a locked marina, but the outside completely dries. So we need to get there around high water. That's why we haven't gone from here to Arbroath, because we have to leave here basically not that far off high tide, and it's a 7-hour trip, so we won't get there at high tide. So that's the plan. We're going to use the flexibility of being at anchor to shoot off in the morning and get to Arbroath at high water.
Just want to make sure I can get on. Right, you on the helm? You're free. We are just approaching. This is St Abb's Head. Quite a few fishermen out today. As you can see, it's really calm. There's no wind, so no sails out. But that's fine because we're hoping to anchor out later. So that suits us if there's no wind and it's nice and calm. So happy with the conditions so far. Got a beautiful view of the coast. We walked some of this the other day. Well, the passage is going quite well, but it's still quite chilly. So we've decided it's noodle time. Alan is making our favourite passage snack when we're cold, hot spicy noodles. We're doing quite well on passage, I suppose, while I'm waiting for my noodles. We're just passing this boat. It's on anchor. The shore, it's a little rolly with the swell, but it's fine. And this is the shore. Bit hazy. It's a little bit sort of drizzly and wet today. That's St Abb's Head. You can tell it's a bit wet because we have speckly decks. My noodles have arrived. I'm going to eat these, warm up a bit, and we should be there in probably about an hour and a half or something like that. Gentle passage. We've arrived in our anchorage, and what an amazing spot it is. This is Dunbar, and behind us there seems to be some remains of a castle, literally just behind us. Where we are anchored in, what did we anchor in? About that makes 8 metres of water for us, just outside the harbour entrance. It's a recognised anchorage. You just have to tuck in out of the way of the boats coming in and out, and some have come in and out, so we're not in their way. We're hoping that we might be able to get ashore.
Like and subscribe.
Well, we made it into Dunbar Harbour, which is here. We got the other view of the castle. We've actually used our new dinghy, which was an experience in itself. It's the first time we've blown it up and got in it. I think it might be a little bit smaller than the old one. We're very crammed in. We're going to head up the headland, which is behind the camera, and see if we can get a view of Seagull at anchor. So this view is above the harbour. Coming around to the castle, apparently it had flamethrowers to stop people going near the harbour. And here is Seagull. That is where we are anchored for the night. Wonderful views. Really happy with this. I think this gives us a slightly better view of our anchorage for the night. Look at this. There's the castle there. Look, the harbour entrance is to the right. You can see the Isle of May in the very far distance, in the centre of the screen. We're heading north that way towards Arbroath tomorrow. Just enjoying a walk after our visit to the pub.